Now, I don't have our mound set up here to demonstrate pitching off of a mound, but I just want to talk a little bit about what it means in the 6th and 7th grade level now when we have to be able to hold on runners. So at the 6th and 7th grade level, that's the first level in baseball where our third base coach can actually give signals to my runners for any kind of stealing. I can steal from first to second, and I can steal from second to third. There's no stealing home, and there's no stealing home even on a pass ball. Home is completely closed. Unless if it's a first and third runner situation where I have one on each base there, and my catcher decides they put the ball in play and throw it down to second, or throw it to, say, a short cutoff, like a shortstop coming in between the pitcher and the second baseman, that runner on third, now it's live. That runner on third can now take home, but that's really the only situation where they're going to be stealing third. However, at the 4th and 5th grade level for baseball, the main gist that we want them to be able to do is just focus on developing some kind of windup and be able to focus on delivering the ball to the plate. We don't want runners to factor into that mindset. We don't want to give them a bunch of different things to be thinking about. We just want them to focus on delivering the ball with good mechanics to home plate and be consistent. However, once they get a couple years under their belt and they get to the 6th and 7th grade level, now we're going to add that mental element where I'm going to be focusing on my runners at my different bases, checking my runners, make sure I'm holding them. And to be able to do that, we want to make sure that we're abiding by the rule as far as not balking and not being consistent with my stretch position. So in order for me, for a right-handed pitcher to throw the ball mainly to first base, maybe second base, I'm not quite sure, but probably first base, most likely. But in order for me to throw the ball to first base, I have to make sure that I am cleanly stepping off the rubber with my back foot first. And then I can turn and deliver my throw over to first base if I want to be able to hold that runner. Because as I come to my set position, I'm checking my runner, I'm noticing that his 3-step lead, and notice that also in that 3-step lead, we can have a secondary lead at 6th and 7th grade. But again, that secondary lead doesn't happen until after I deliver the pitch. So that 3-step lead probably isn't going to be a huge enough lead for me to really make a good pickoff move. But at least I'm beginning to develop that extra sense as a pitcher to be able to understand, do I throw it to first, how to hold that runner at first, maybe second. And if I'm a left-handed pitcher and I want to throw over to first, it'd be no different than me as a right-handed pitcher throwing over to third, where I can come and bring that knee up to deliver, and then I can step directly over to the base to deliver the throw to third base. Same thing would apply if I was a left-handed pitcher throwing over to first base, where my right knee comes up, and as I want to, instead of bringing it and delivering it home, I can step towards first and attempt to pick that runner off at first base. But 6th and 7th grade is that level where we really start to think about these mechanics. However, at the 4th and 5th grade level, none of that is in play.